Let's get on our big on having a big stockpile of those now. I think we need this for on anyone currently. We have everything else set up, right? Yeah. He is feeling okay. This guy needs to get on the gurney. You can get on there. Apothecary. You can make swiftness oils, which it does here. Dexterity is a spear. Dexterity item, that's a strength item. We could give it to Aegon or put it on here. It's made now. And we're going to totally put it on this bow. And we're going to do some swapping of gear here too. That down. Painfulest. Sure, I don't care if you have extra range. That probably shouldn't have sold that willpower thing now in retrospect, but oh well. There we go. It's gonna we are taking no chances. Now we're stocked up on a bunch of those. Let's sell this tooth. Interesting one. These both unlock knowledge things. Can't currently make the fireproof one. Don't have the powder for that yet. These here we need to make the oils again, right? Yeah. If we were to swap for the hammer, we could learn what make him the steel two-handed hammer. We have the steel one-handed already. We know that does. This would just be the two-handed version of that. Not super excited about that, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe Painfulest might get de-recruited. Oh, we're going to think about that for a moment, but a few other things we need to do before we get ready for our next goal. I want to buy all the repair parts. Now I have enough where I feel like I could survive a few fights worth. Okay, to have this stuff repaired. We gotta get rid of these two jail people. I wish there was another jail. Do this mission. Nope, not you. You. Hand this in. Take 2 pelts back. Make some money. Drop these guys off. Be rich, rich. 13 torches currently. Don't feel like we have a lot of holes currently in what our gear as it was. We have a lot of heals and repair parts on us. Got our archer with the bow. And 6 days worth of food. And Deegan will heal the next time we rest. Yeah, I think we're pretty stocked. I'm going to take the pelt quest and do that one. Damn it. Oh, got greedy. Run that back, and then we're going to finish off this area. These pelts. Just got all the pelts. Alright. Let's take these people in. Turn in this quest. We're gonna bring back some pottery. We're gonna be in the mad stacks of cash. Get my guy, which was an actual auto walk. So it's like, yeah, it's far enough click. Bailey's. Be right back. Hey, I'm back. Bailey's. Well, it's not tea, but the sacred tradition. Tadpole, this tea's for you. Bailey's is good. I don't buy Bailey's any other time of the year, really, but every year at Christmas, I have Bailey's and coffee. So, tradition achieved. Keep drinking some Bailey's. Keep sitting here, enjoying some Wartales. Probably gonna see how far we can go. We only have the one area left. We have the dungeon to clear, and then the final area fight to do. Then we are done this area completely. Tilleran's done already. We're just taking these two people into custody and dropping off these pelts as part of the quest. I guess if we are taking guys into prison, we could afford to see what's on the stealing menu. This is someone we've run into before, obviously. Oh, that's a lot. Not worth it. Yeah, we're gonna get some back if we turn these guys in, but honestly, it's not worth the hassle. Cut across here. Because if it's anything over 40 or 50, we still got to work it off even more. And unless we find something that really sets out our new characters, our only our concern right now is filling yeah, our spot here and seeing if that should be better off with a different weapon. Oh, and I have to pay to feed these fucks one more time. Boo. Barely worth it. And they come here and sell these anyways. Where's the... bolts of woolen cloth. Damn it, we screwed that up. Oh well. We got enough food, we're just gonna camp. Okay, more salt too, apparently. Apples. Some pie. Apple pancake. Oh, we're missing wheat. That's a harder one to get. But she sells grapes, right? They do. We even try anything though? Oh, mutton stew. All right. How much mutton do I have? 10. Where? You not buy enough grapes? Oh, it takes 2. Oh, dumb. 3 more. No. I swear I was clicking the right button there. Oh, drinking. Alright. Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a wonderful holidays wherever you are with your loved ones, or if you're safe and having a great time, or some combination of those words. We've been drinking a lot of Baileys. And, well, it looks like a coffee cup. It's basically Baileys. Go to the jails. Turn these peeps in. Oh, good food. That's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. Yeah. Family is on the other side of the country here in Canada, most of them. So, hard. Hard on both sides. Hopefully this doesn't bug out. And we're actually able to turn these people in. Yay! We are. Alright. Oh, I got some money. Money, money, money! Anyways, let's go, back to the main city, and we're gonna go clear this dungeon. We are set. Ready? Cool. Maybe get some wheat along the way. That's the only other. Make some more apple pancakes. Yeah, I have, I think in this one I forget, I think the negative thing I have is like 10% more dangerous when resting. But thankfully a lot of the time I haven't run into that too many problems this playthrough. I've had it happen a couple times before, and it's never good. There's a couple mini patches in the last day, so I'm gonna go see if there was one quest in this other area here that whenever we tried to pick it up, it crashed the game. So we're gonna hopefully see if the patch that released yesterday may have fixed that. But other than that, we have the final scenario fight to beat over here in this country. And then to finish clearing the dungeon. We've done part of it. We're going to find out if it remembers your progress or not. I think the game's been fairly good in those aspects, although it's punishing in others. Oh, we should have checked for them for wheat. Come back here. You got wheat? No, you got shit. The only thing we can bring with us is this pigeon and some sandstone. This is all we have left. But we are set with money. We've done enough like trade things back and forth. We got tons of food. We have 8 days worth of food now. buy that salt just to have it. We've got heal potions, a bunch of repair parts on us, so I feel confident to get through that dungeon with hopefully not having to restart over and over again. But that's definitely I think the attitude you need to take when taking on those spots is like going in prepared. Like, okay, everyone's healed. We've got our valor points at full. We've got our everyone. We got fully stocked on the repair parts. We got any wheat? Yeah, wheat. We're stealing your wheat. So. Make some apple pancake. All right. Bake some bread with the rest of it, I guess, just so I don't want to have extra stolen goods on me if I don't have to. Just sell. Oh, I think we forgot to buy the pelts, didn't we? We did. Oh, we have enough money. We'll live with that. Yeah, so be it. We will rest, though, while we're here. There's no reason not to. I probably don't have the white leather to make the two-handed weapon for this person. If I wanted to get rid of them, this hammer I can't ever use it because it constantly does more harm than good. Yeah, actually, let me just pause my game here for a second so I don't, because the timer's always running. Couple things I will say for like, especially if you're like, depending on where you are in the game, I don't know, is knowledge point spending. Couple things I would recommend getting right off the bat. Things I would ignoring. I would not get either one of these. You should be making enough money where you don't have to worry about wages or how much food they need. Getting basic run level 1 is the only one I think you need. I've never needed number 2. Getting these two right away stretches out how far you can rest and basically expands what these two things are. So I would recommend getting these first. Then some of the mistakes that I made is if once you're strong enough to fight the ghost swarms, which are the white wolves, you'll be able to start making steel weapons. This is a massive damage increase, so you want to try and pick what weapons you want. Other than that, avoid. All the characters are good. Rangers are excellent, but once they get it to a certain point, like I have 2 rangers in my groups. Once they get this ability that lets them throw a knife after every skill, they become DPS powerhouses. And they also are the only class that has an offhand slot that you can use reliably and still get a lot of good DPS out of, other than if you don't want to give up your shield. So I recommend you get 1 or 2 of them. Archers are good, but I don't like them as much because they're the only class in the game where their main skill, their arrow, has a chance of hitting and doing damage to your teammate, and it always happens when you don't want it to. But they are quite good. Later on, if I had to drop anyone, it might be them. Spearmen are awesome. I strongly recommend you get a spearman. Spearman working with your tank, because spearmen get an ability. Not only do they have a range, so they can just have a higher hit ratio, and they do actually do some of the spears do more damage if they actually attack at a distance. But they get an ability later on where if they're behind any opponent that gets attacked, they get a free attack. And that combination of having a tank and then them behind them to do DPS is fantastic. So I recommend that you get that. So you get your brute or swordsman, that you want to be your heavy armor person. Wherein you get your shield, your one-handed weapon, and then you get your having them use the protection skill. Other than that, the other thing I will tell you about building up your crew, that's a really annoying thing, but you just have to live with it, is that getting diversity in your team can be very hard. And what I mean by that is that you get to the, like, I might only have access to 2 inns right now, and every inn has 3 recruitment spots. This one times here, it's got a ranger, a warrior, and a warrior. Now, I was looking for a brute for a long time to try and use and take advantage of one of the unique weapons that you get from having defeated the first champion you get in the game, facing the game in Tillerin. But no matter what I did, it was still always just 3 people. The only way to change these spots out and get new people in is to recruit them, dismiss them from your party, then come back after a rest, and then that spot will be filled by someone new that will likely be a different class. So if you're having problems finding an axeman, or you're looking for particular spearmen, or your second ranger, or this is the best way to do it. It's going to cost you typically 200 gold and 100 influence. Get the person, just go to your party, drop them. You'll get whatever gear to sell, so some bounce back on the gold, and then rest, and then come back and see that new person and check out their perks. That's the fastest and best way to, and it's cheaper earlier on. It gets more expensive as your party gets larger. Yeah. Otherwise, the other thing is that even though you can swap these skills around, I recommend the second you take that skill off and give it to somebody else, they lose all the experience in it. So if you want to keep someone getting the full benefit of your profession class, you want to make sure that it stays on that class. So I had one for every profession. If you want to not worry about professions, you learn Scholar at some point in time. I've never even had a chance to take advantage of that or use it really. And fishing hasn't really been very useful at all either. It's something you can do. It makes some free food, but other than that, it hasn't really developed into anything else as a meaningful skill. Any other questions, or hopefully that covered some of it? I feel like I talked a lot there. Blacksmith. If I was going to learn any recipes, would be not a great ability. We should just try and find a better hammer. There's going to be some unique ones out there. We're going to make we'll make a go with it for now. Just make him a shield and one-handed. Have it a third tank. Or we we took forever to find a damn person. I wish that you could, like, leave someone behind and be like, come back and get them. That'd be another, because right now I wouldn't, like, the archers in the tomb are useless because of there's a cool, like, dark, there's a whole other mechanic for exploring dungeons, which is super neat, by the way. Let's go, I think we went the wrong way out of those dungeons, yeah. Go across the bridge. We have 2 people who poison. We're gonna buy. Well, I'm buying that. That should nice little benefit to all of our. A bit of damage outcrease output increase, especially when we... I might do the burning one too, actually. I'm going to do that. Actually, without having recipes, I feel like... having these 3 unlock is a very good idea. Just enhances any of the passive abilities. Hey, Kalani, Merry Christmas! Oh my god, my voice sounds horrible. But thankfully, I have a fix for that. We're playing Wartales and we're drinking Baileys. Merry, Merry Christmas. Having some Wartales fun. Gonna go clear this dungeon. See what kind of fun. Oh man, yeah, well, as I was saying, because of everything that's kind of going on here, yeah, we don't want to go down this path, sorry. Not really, not spending it, can't really see family or anything like that. So just sitting here, ooh, more goodies. Doing the solo thing, this is me and my cat and my bottle of Baileys. I napped for like a good couple hours myself. I got up at like 10:30, so. Yes, well, it's the one red shirt I have. So I figured I'd put it on, and I kind of threw a little thing up on the window there, just trying to bring a little cheer to the channel. Side note: the 3D printer arrived for our maker, our diorama and painting series that we want to start on YouTube in the near future, and we'll be using to create all the giveaways. So at some point in time, I need you to there's something about cat in the stream died. Well, hopefully it's back up and alive. Yeah, well, Kalani, as you're aware, you were the winner of the first sub goal giveaway. So if you want to, our 3D printer arrived. So we will be using that to print off some of the minis and that we will be printing. So we're gonna do a hard save here. Boop. Yeah, so because I'm a painter of miniatures and sci-fi diorama stuff in my spare time, and hopefully we're setting up a studio behind me for doing a lot of diorama building and painting stuff on a YouTube channel I hope to launch in the new year. And anyways, I will, as the sub giveaway from you doing all that, we are going to be giving away a painted miniature that we'll be printing off on our 3D printer that we'll be making this week, and hopefully doing a little film thing of that. So as the winner, if you're interested, send me a whisper sometime over there with your details of your shipping address so I have a spot to mail it. Because yeah, and I'll pay for the shipping and all that as well, so it doesn't matter where you are. It's a little 28 miniatures like that, so it'll be a little parcel of that big. Hopefully that's something that you can get. But yeah, and just let me know if you have any preference between male and female models. Because it's all gonna be painted by hand by me, and we'll get that to you by the end of January. And then if anyone's watching or interested about, that's what this sub goal is there, because we will be doing a second one if we hit the second goal. The hell happened there? Oh. That was weird. What's my stream schedule? It should be down there. So I stream 5 or 6 days a week. Generally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Typically around 11 p.m. midnight Eastern Standard Time till about 5, 6, sometimes as late as 8 a.m. Hence the Night Owl Gaming stuff. Be doing a lot of games just like this. When this game, we beat this, we're not quite sure we're going to play next, to be perfectly honest. I saw a game called King Arthur something that's out in early access. It looked like another tactical type of RPG game that we might look at. That Facts for Life was playing the other day. That kind of piqued my interest. We might check that out in between here in the new year. And yeah, so that's that one really, that kind of looked very interesting. Probably might do another Witcher 3 playthrough, although we were kind of waiting for the remastered version of that to come out. And to have a good experience from that game developing company after the embarrassment that was Cyberpunk. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And occasionally we do a day stream as well. We're sneaking in a couple hours in around the afternoon time. But typically, you'll find me at most nights. And I always post on my socials too. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and again, you know, we're trying to get everything better and improve the quality of the stream. Me get better at the whole workflow, etc. as well. Looking at probably bumping up the internet a little bit. Hopefully, to get a better quality of stream because we've had a couple of drop frames. I've been trying to sort out where that is to improve the overall quality of that. All right, so thankfully it does remember your progress when you're going through these dungeons. And again, if you weren't here when we discovered that they had a whole other gameplay mechanic on top of everything else that they already had. Oh wow, fuck man, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate that. And again, when we hit the goal, we'll make sure we keep it in that draw there for the painted menus and stuff like that. We'll actually have some pictures in the next week or so of all of my current works. Give you an idea of like the stuff that you'll be getting, as opposed to because I do some decent stuff. I've been painting for about on and off for almost 30 years, but definitely not for 30 years. To be very clear. Yeah, and they're cool. You get the new and our first approved emote there, the Night Owl. We're super happy about that. We're on a little personal stamp on Twitch there. Yeah, there it is, the Night Owl. Super happy about that. Love being able to share that stuff with everybody. And Bodka, I don't know. You were asking about the game. I don't know if you've seen this gameplay mechanic yet. That they have this whole explore the dungeon, which is all based off like how much torchlight you have, and if you run out of torchlight, your guys are fucked. You have to restart the dungeon. Your guys die. So that's why I did. And the fight mechanics are all really done differently. That's why we had to make sure all our offhand guys had torches in their hands, so we could actually see some of the fights that were going on. We had to use a rope to get down here. The loot you can't find with alt anymore. You actually have to like mouse around and discover it with your torchlight. Really, really loving the other dynamics of this game. So I'm also looking forward to seeing what else this game company does. All right, so we got 2 areas we have not explored yet. So let's go see what happens here. Can we do a hard save down here? Okay, we can. We're committed now, chat. All right, 3 forward, 3 back. Let's go this way. You can hear jaws snapping it. Okay, it's the mole rats. Level 6 mole rats. Oh, great. Here we go. And I love how it's just like, how many? You have no fucking idea. It's a number of them. All right. I like this, though. Get over here. Who's abandoned? Can we bring answer our spot? Oh. Okay, right over there. I really appreciate that. So, this mechanic I love because the creatures that you're fighting in the dungeon here actually are, if they're in the pitch dark, do a bunch more damage, but if they're in the light cone, they do a lot less damage. So, and you have no idea of finding them, so what you really want to do is bring your guys together and basically do that huddle around the guys who have torches together. Kind of like that, you know, the wagon train idea. And I really like that mechanic and how it changes the way that you normally just kind of like pushing your guys towards the next target over and over again. And I took the time because, as I've mentioned, this game was something that I wasn't really on my radar. I kind of discovered it randomly after we beat Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous, and So I looked at Shiro Games' other products. This is kind of like the first biggest mature thing that they've done, and they're doing it really, really well. Yeah, actually, my gameplay videos. I do have a YouTube channel, and I think my first full 2 games or days are up there. I'm uploading the start of this whole gameplay up there right now. Is literally just chopping up the sessions because the gameplay sessions are so long. But if you do exclamation mark YouTube, you should get my details there. And yeah. Yeah, so I got my so I've got my YouTube play there. You'll find my most of my playthrough of Kingmaker Path of the Right Path. Jesus, let's drink more. The last Pathfinder game is all up there. The start of this one, unfortunately, somehow Twitch lost like a day or two. I have a jump of like 4 days of no content for where we restarted this one, so I have to film a whole like, hey guys, sorry, but we restarted our gameplay. Here's our characters, painfulest, etc., like that. And this is what kind of happened between here and here. But this whole playthrough will be up there. But as some of the people on the channel know, although I do this all night because I was a bartender for many years and I've always been I also work at an IT job where I do database management and SQL work and set up a bunch of AMS systems for an association that works for the government here. So generally when I get off at like 7 in the morning, I'm generally up again at like 8:39 doing my day job till 4:35. Then I kind of nap and go over here. So I'm trying to squeeze in the hours to get the video work done on the side too, without being 100% always a zombie. Alright, so we have no idea what the turn order is. I'm just going to literally run him. There's certain people I went back into the circle of light here. Yeah. We're lucky that they went at Randick first, and they hit super hard. Still took half his armor off from full. I still think I want to make sure we're bringing people down into some kind of circling group here. Can you hit this thing? Yeah, the archers are almost useless in here because if it's anything out of like the darkness, they're like they just can't see it, and they're like and just shoot it at the moon apparently, which is not great. But which is why I was saying before, one of the things I would like to have seen is some kind of like roster mechanic where if you level up someone and they get really well, you can be like, hey, we don't need you for this contract, but we might need you for another one. You know what I mean? And be able to take advantage of that kind of scenario. We're just gonna go straight for the kill here. Then I'll just throw a day. So this is the other thing about which again, an early access game. So they've said that this combat is a bit of a template. So we're gonna see more changes in development. One of the things that some of the viewers have talked about, and I can definitely see, is the dodge miss mechanics that should also kind of be in the game as well. So your light armor wearing rangers and stuff have the ability to dodge and avoid attacks. So they're not, whenever they get engaged, they're just basically not face tanking like everybody else is, and also the upper chance of someone missing. So it's just not, literally like an old style boxing fight where just two guys just doing this back and forth until someone falls over, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing that depth of combat come into the game, which already has impressed me on so many levels with its layers. Plus, the animal skill thing sounds really neat too, because they can tell that the archer class, one of their abilities that you could have taken when they level up is the ability for them to first off, like, tell every animal that's in your party to attack a single target, and then like the second level ability is like now animals you can control like they're actually your teammates with full AI. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that gameplay feels like when that comes out. These guys got some hit points. We're gonna use up a little bit of valor here. A little more than I... But this is why we bought all those repair parts, right? So we could... This guy's just gonna turn this on in case someone comes at him. Just hold the line there. Angle our sword in a way so it's not gonna... And again, with these fights are just about, you know, chopping them down until the game tells you you've got them all. Glad we bought as many armored parts as we did, because I'm thinking we're going to use almost all of them recovering from this fight. And I don't think there's any way that we're lucky enough for this to be the last of these fights. Yeah, we got problems. Vegan's got 3 things around here. We need to get them. Always trying to get him out of there. He's one of those better safe than dead. And these creepers are no joke. I'm going to come around here. Hopefully we have enough movement points to do that. That should get the kill. Yeah, and then I want to move him over as much as I can anyways. Maybe get the light. But can I do this? Yeah, I can. This will be a free attack of opportunity here. And we get that a dagger throw. Nice. Rangers really come into their own. Oh no. That's something we need to deal with. We need someone with first aid to get over there, ideally. We might have a chance to get... I swear. Here you go, bro. This guy's like our mobile medic now. I will say what's really neat is you also get a point later on in the game where you can buy the basic starting skills for any one of your team and add it onto their bar roster, adding even more depth to what your options are in turns. Very, very cool. Sure, he's just gonna keep holding a line like this, I guess. There. Okay, we can actually hit something here. Damn. Okay. He's got that power upgrade going on for him. It's definitely showing. Just push the light cloud. There's, yeah. We're gonna see if we can get him with the torch. Then we're gonna hit him with the trap. Yeah. We're gonna bring him back here to light up the protect our tank. Know that the guy is here, so we're just going to put stuff into protection on. Yeah. New round. We need to do. So this guy's going to take his turn first. Should do it. That guy. Sure, put that. Guard that target. Come down here, try and get a nice little double hit in. Then we'll get a little kick. Good as we can get there. The thing about these fights is they are endurance trials, guys. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Showing off my Canadian mission there. I want these guys dead. I was gonna say that might start a little light up there. Hopefully that didn't move us in the right spot. It did. Just a nice little quick kick in here. Whew. That was a nice hit. We'll move our spearmen up here. This supports her. Gonna move him here into the light. Don't know if we're gonna be okay. We can. One out here. We just don't know where he is. There it is. Right beside you. Okay. There's another creeper here too, so hell, I have an idea somewhere where the numbers are with that. She's safe. That's kind of like the important thing. There's, we found the other one. Can't quite get to it though, right? No. New round starting. Let's highlight anything back here. No. Let's try to light up. There it is. Give Deegan there we go. And we're definitely gonna let them flee. I don't want to go chasing them down. And again, we have Look at how many armor parts that fight took. 27. That's with all our upgrades. I'm not going to heal through here because I have to... 27. We'll put someone on the gurney. Yeah. We're going to rest... Well, we're going to save because we just beat that fight. It's kind of tomb area, which is super neat. Let's... feed people. Now, if those buffs stack, having this food is awesome. Oh, we screwed up. We should have put someone on the gurney. Oh, someone was on the gurney. Woot! We got lucky there. We got very lucky. And now we can heal here. Alright. Still full. Lots of heals left. But on the bright side, there's a couple things we should have been done there. We should have put some more. We'll make some mead. Oh, we don't have any carcasses for the tanning rack. There. Hard save. Let's take a look around. What do we got? Light keeps catching that gold rim there. No, there's something with this wall. Okay. Well, the tomb's the obvious one. Alright, let's start with the tomb. We're harvesting the tomb? Okay. Total respect. Alright. You've explored the ruins. I feel like that's not true. I feel like I've been in the ruins, but this is, I guess, this was the main area of said ruin. Okay. Well, we'll throw the hard save in there, but... Oh, we discovered the next rune, too. That means we get to craft something. That's really cool. Hard save. We still have ways we have not been yet. This. Codex of the Ancient can be deciphered to the lectern if we know the following two runes, which we now do.